seen a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Forced out to his left. There he goes inside the 30. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there'll be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run.
And a loose football. Rawls loses it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. In motion left is Rodgers. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's got Rodgers. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Roethlisberger finding Rodgers, and the Steelers convert on third down. Now Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. It's Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now a first down carry by Bell. Room here to run. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, 32 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And give him a gain of 37. On first and 10, it's Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. And an alley to run. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. Here we go with Rawls. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas Rawls, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. They find some open field here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart.
Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, 61 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And his kick is right through. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're...
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward in there to to bring him down for a loss of 7.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. Sheds off the tackle. Still fighting. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Seahawks. 45 yards. Wilson. That is caught at the 7. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. Another big gainer that time. This one yards. They'll try and run down here with Brosize. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Jimmy Graham. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they're going to have poor starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 10-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Bell sheds him off. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 23. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And the return will stop right around the 25.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
So the D-line's going to spread out. After the interception, here's Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So 2 minutes to go in a wild 1st half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. They go play action here on 1st down. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now Wilson on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Here's Wilson to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. James Harrison able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. second down. Here's Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Tyson Alualu in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. This is Rawls. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Rawls stops short of the goal line. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bryant. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Fresh set of downs here. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Ben to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And Boswell's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they get the field goal here at the end of the 2nd quarter and take the lead into the lockers.
And isn't that what every team wants to do? Right at the end of the half, put points on the board, and go into the locker room feeling a lot better about themselves.
And the Seahawks. And he lost the football. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the 1st half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the 1st half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off with great anticipation. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. His defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Second and 10 now. Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And the Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Third down, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now it's Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want to.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd and goal, Wilson steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Rawls stops short of the goal line. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
From this vantage point, that seems like a pretty dangerous call, running a toss that close to your own goal line. I think what they were hoping is that they were going to get some pressure from the defensive front and maybe beat them to the corner and then turn upfield with a lot of yardage to run.
Now Roethlisberger, flush to his right. Man open right side, it's Rodgers. And he's brought down after a good gain. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And oh, he spins past him and into space. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to a position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. They'll try and run for it with Bell. Able to push his way through. And they'll get him down right about the 20. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. First carry for James Conner. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And this one through the uprights and good. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, That's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
And maybe that extra hut, you know, that extra emphasis on it, got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Paul Richardson, 70 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And his kick is good. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. The 40. The 30. 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, 91 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
This is taken near the 13. Now that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
They go play action now. Wilson lets this one rip toward Graham. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Being chased out left. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. The 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Time running out here on the play clock. Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. Tyson Alualu in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. In the slot on the right is Graham. The play clock's running down. On the ground, rolls. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas Rawls with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And that one results in 35 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Antonio Brown from 10 yards out. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They go play action with Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Wilson now. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. Tyler Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 82 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game. Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double-dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. Out left side here to Bryant. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone to the chalk of the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now Roethlisberger on first down. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Martavis Bryant, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Shifts by him. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Here's Wilson to throw again. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 39. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Play action. It's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. And that's a touchdown late in this affair. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
Running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Roethlisberger going to throw it. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Roethlisberger going deep here for Bryant. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's McCown's Jets going up against Wilson's Seahawks.
all right, Larry, somewhat surprisingly, the rain has held off. Just overcast skies so far as you get a look inside CenturyLink Field in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the New York Jets. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. his throw here's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jordan Jenkins coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. The first carry for C.J. Procise. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Now Wilson, off play action.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And now out come the Jets. So after the INT, it's McCown now. Drops it underneath to Forte. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. This is Forte. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Second down following the run. They stay on the ground. Forte again. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. This is Bilal Powell. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. McCown to throw for it on 4th. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Curse goes in motion right. And here we go on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Forte. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Shift together here from the D-line. Again, Forte. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. We've got a 3rd and 11. McCown looking to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. First down, this is Rawls. Space to maneuver at the 40. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now Wilson on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Wilson going to give to Rawls. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
One thing that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
He's going to rifle one deep left side, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
A running play now for Forte. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's McCown. Steps away to his left. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Third and 1, McCown wants to throw. A dump off to Forte. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Snap comes at 1. McCown. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's McCown to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Jermaine Kearse from 17 yards out. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Point after now from Catanzaro. And it's good to make it 14-0. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They go again with Rawls. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And now a first down following that long gain. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. McCown going to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the gun, it's McCown. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we now proceed to the start of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Fights off the defender. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So out now come the Jets. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They start the second half with a run by Forte. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second down, Forte. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain, 2nd down. throw with McCown. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. They go play action with Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Marcus May with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. On first down, this is Forte. Room to run past midfield. 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. York. Matt Forte, 61 yards. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
When you know you've got a home run hitter on your side of the ball, and you know that he can score from anywhere on the field, it usually inspires the rest of the guys to do their jobs even better. That resulted in a lot of great blocks downfield because they knew if they gave him space, he could do exactly what he did, put the ball in the end zone.
Cat and zero out now as he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup...
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Final minute now of the third quarter. Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be down deep into Jet territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 48 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Being chased out left. And Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out, fumble. And the Jets have recovered. It gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
The drive begins with a run by Forte. Matt Forte with green grass ahead. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Matt Forte, an even 90 yards. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And the D looking like they may blitz. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They've been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, what was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. From the 4-yard line, it's first and goal now. They'll run with Rawls. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'll be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
Now Wilson on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. McCown now on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, get the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Wilson, a give to Rawls. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. They run with the power back. Rawls. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA after this. A 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
When the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there, it doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leap downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the 2nd level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. A running play for Rawls. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Oh, look at the Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And tough starting field position here.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
They start on the ground with Forte. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Watch right, watch right. We got right.
again they run. Again it's Forte. And some room to maneuver. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start